Hi, everybody. Welcome back to the Watering Can. This week's business care task is a quick one, but a really important one. So, what I'd like for you to do this week is download a backup copy of your current email list. This may seem not super important to you. Perhaps you're thinking to yourself, Camille, I have 12 subscribers. It doesn't really seem that big of a deal to back them up. Or you might be thinking, Camille, I've been in business for 12 years and running this email list for 12 years and nothing has ever happened. I've always been able to access it. So why would I need a backup copy? Either way, either of those scenarios and pretty much everything in the middle, I still recommend backing up a copy because one never knows. It is absolutely possible that there could be some issue and you may lose access to your newsletter. It's less likely than, for example, losing access to your Instagram or Facebook or something like that, but it is still possible and I have heard of it happening. So instead of trying to rebuild from scratch, your life is going to be much better if that, in the rare scenario in which that happens, you will be very glad that you have this backup. Okay? So all you need to do in order to back up your email list subscribers is log into your email service provider. You're going to go to the section that says subscribers or whatever they call it in your email service provider. And there should be an export or download option. You're going to download it as a CSV or an Excel file, and you're going to save it somewhere that you can find it later. That's it. It should take you less than 5 minutes. And if you need it, you will be incredibly glad that you spent these 3 minutes doing it. Okay. So, where should you save it? If you don't have a system, this is what I tell people. Let's just imagine you knew you had saved your email list 6 months ago, and all of a sudden you go to log in today and there's some disaster and you've been locked out of your account. You're not sure for how long, but you really need to get in there and you need to email those people. If that happened and you said to yourself, I know I saved this somewhere, where would be the first place you would look? Where you think, oh, let me check, see if I put it here. Ask yourself that and then put it there. Okay. If you don't already know automatically, that's where I would go ahead and file it. Okay. So optimal timing for this is going to vary. If you are part of the Watering Can list, I'm going to remind you twice a year to back up your email list. If you have a really large email list, if your business is 100% dependent on your mailing list, and it would be an absolute catastrophe if it were to be wiped out and you would have to start from zero tomorrow, you may want to back up yours more regularly. For example, monthly might be a reasonable frequency. Or if you have a really big business and a really big list, maybe even weekly would be worth spending the 3 minutes. Okay, so I'm going to leave you to decide what works for you. But I think for most people, who are in the solopreneur clinician sort of phase of things, twice a year is probably plenty. So that's how often I'm going to remind you. If you need more often reminders, set your own calendar reminder for it. And otherwise, stick around on the list and I'll let you know when it's time to do it again. Okay, well, let me know in the comments if you had a chance to do this, and I'll give you a little gold star. Otherwise, check this off your list, move about your week, and I'll talk to you again next week. All right. I hope you have a wonderful week. Take care.